The lettuce, she is a bloomin'. This is Lactusa floridana, or Florida lettuce, or woodland lettuce. This is one of the wild lettuces native to the eastern and central North America area. It gets very tall, over 6 feet tall easily, and it shoots up in the late summer and sends out these cute little flowers. And if you're thinking, hey, gee, those look like chicory or like a blue dandelion, you're right. They're in the same family, the Asteraceae family, one of the biggest families of plants out there. You're going to start recognizing these similarities the more plants you look at. Now, this plant does start off early in the season with a basal rosette of leaves that you can harvest and use in salads. They have a similar flavor profile to arugula. The older leaves and the flowers can be eaten too. They are quite bitter. However, bitter is medicine. If you have digestive issues, if you get heartburn, if you don't digest your food well, you tend to have stomach upset, you might be lacking bitter flavors in your diet, as a lot of us Americans do. Bitter flavors, they're not too bad once you get used to them, but the thing that this really does for you is it gets your digestive enzymes, your gastric juices, and your saliva all going. It gets you all primed to properly digest your food. So if you're like casually reaching for the Tums after every meal, try doing something bitter before the meal and see how that makes a difference. It definitely has for me. Another medicinal use of this plant, as well as a lot of wild lettuces, is as a pain reliever. Now, this one I don't have any personal experience with, and there's no good scientific studies to back up its use for this purpose. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It definitely has, like I said, a very long history, very long use of as a pain relieving herb, but there's just not the scientific evidence to back it up. So worth it to maybe try out if you've got some mild pain issues, digestive issues. Obviously, pollinators love this thing too. It's late in the season when a lot of blooms have already passed and these things are just getting going, getting their flowers started. They're relatively short-lived, but it definitely provides pollinators with some much needed late summer, late season food. So if you see these growing and you have a place to spread them to, they like moist soil, they like partial shade, they do well in that environment. This one I just found by the roadside. You can wait till it goes from flower to seed, then you take those seeds, harvest the seeds, and then you can spread them in areas where you think it'll do well. And that'll benefit your native wildlife, it'll benefit your digestion, and it's just a cool plant. Let me know in the comments if you have tried using bitter plants for digestive issues, or if you tried using any type of wild lettuces for pain issues. I want to know what your personal experience is with both of those things. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about what kind of wild food, medicine, or craft supplies might be growing wild near you, go ahead and pick up a copy of my book, Eco Punk Foraging: How to Use Wild Plants for Food, Medicine, and Crafts by Melanie Weird. It is available on Amazon.